as you all may know, I'm not much when I don't know if I tell this a lot or not, but I don't like waxing cars, and I have a couple of machine orbital waxers that are corded, and they're kind of a pain because you got to throw the cord up over your shoulder when doing tops and stuff. But I like to keep my vehicles nice, you know, nice coat of wax on them. This is that spray stuff I put on it that's on the truck, and it's still looking pretty good. And the Bel Air, I'm going to hold off on waxing it because I'm going to do some paint work on it. But I got this, got another little sponsored project here, cordless polisher. All right, everybody, sorry for the noise and everything. I got the ventilator on. I just changed the oil in the escape, and I'm going to give it a coat of wax. There's a winter storm watch out. They're predicting a bunch of snow, and that hasn't been waxed in a long time. It's been neglected, the poor thing. So anyway, I got this. This is a sponsored project, and I already charged it up. I showed a little bit of it in a past video in terms of a carrying case, but these are the bonnets. They're just like Velcro, and they just stick to it. These are the ones I like, the paper ones that are in there, and I'm actually going to use one of those paper ones. Of course, the directions, and another vinyl polish bonnet. That is 2000 grit sandpaper. But this is you get a charger. It says it takes about 4 hours to charge the battery. It took me maybe 2.5, so it had a bit of a charge in it. Anyway, let me get this thing out of here, and then we'll start the video back up. It actually comes with quite a few different bonnets. I like these ones for putting wax on, these paper ones. So that's the one I'm going to use. This is a 6-inch. I have a corded 10-inch, or I think it's 10 inches. It's just almost too big when you want to get into all the little nooks and crannies, especially like under in the fins and the Bel Air. I almost have to do that by hand. This machine may do it. I'm not waxing the Bel Air because I want to do a little paint work on it, and the truck doesn't need it. I use that stuff that I got from that other sponsored project on it. But anyway, let's put a bonnet on it and see how this thing works. This thing has a speed control, which is kind of nice. It has a battery indicator and the on-off switch, so when it's on, that means all batteries are good, and you can change the speed quite dramatically. I think we'll probably go around 3. That's about an RPM I like. But let me, I washed the car about an hour ago. It's still got some water on it, so the water that's on it will be fine to keep the wax lubricated. But anyway, let's do a little waxing here. Now, you may have different ways of doing this. I just took some of this wax and just kind of on the hood a little here and there, and then I just kind of move it around like so with the machine off, so it doesn't splatter everywhere. Then I turn the machine on, and you don't need to put downward pressure on it when you wax. Let me bring the camera over here. I see it's shaking down the hood and about ready to fall on the ground. And I don't want that to happen, and I suspect I can hold this camera, and this really is effortless to use. Yeah, that's nice, that 6-inch. I can get all these edges easy. That's harder to do with a big buffing pad. And a little, you know, you gotta use a little water, keep things a little wet. Like I say, the car has some moisture on it from washing it. And a little wax goes a long ways. You don't need to go hog wild with wax everywhere. You don't need an inch thick. Alright, I'll video a little here and there as I go, and give, like I say, give the Escape a nice coat of wax here. I'll move along here. I got probably 2/3 of the car done. It hasn't taken me that long. This thing's still right up to its full charge, as you can see. So I'm just kind of going around, and this smaller wax head, I really like it. It's just super nice. You don't need to put any pressure on your waxer. Just kind of move the wax around, hold it against the surface, and it does a nice job. I like this, not having to deal with the cord. The cord just made it miserable when you were going around trying to, you know, wax things, and you're tripping on the cord, and got to throw it over my shoulder because if the cord rubs on the car while you're waxing it, it scratches the paint, the cord does. So this is kind of nice. This car has needed this badly for a while. I gotta probably scrape. There's, well, that's like a chip. I'll have to touch that up. I'll go over it with a touch-up bottle when I'm done waxing it. And just to make sure there's no chips that'll rust on it while it's, you know, during the salty winter, this car gets pretty regular. This is the everyday car that gets the salt baths. Alright, let me just go to town here, and I'll finish up tailgate. I got about, well, everything but the front fender. The front fender's done, all this side and a lot of the roof. So let me just continue on here, and then I'll get a video once it's all done. This is where this thing's awesome without a cord. Look at this. You can just kind of come around in here and just get all the little nooks and crannies, and not have to worry about a cord rubbing on everything, scratching it as you're going to town here, and get right up to the luggage rack with the smaller bonnet. I love this little thing, I have to say. I don't think I'll ever use the plug-in one again. I like just being able to launch it over the other side of the roof rack there. And you can see the battery's still up pretty good. Still got a couple bars there. Just got a little bit here to do, and the wax is all on. I'll just do by hand the wheels. And I got to do these two windows. Yeah, I do all the glass because that beats Rain-X. It lasts longer than Rain-X. I always wax the glass on my cars. Anyway, let me just do this little bit here, and then we'll be ready to, I'll just go around and hand wax, like I say, the wheels, and we'll be ready to take wax off. But yeah, this thing's just, the cat's meow for not having to. What I like is I can get right up to the edges of things to where I couldn't with my 10-inch. See, it's small enough to where you can get right into the corners. Yeah, I love this machine. Purchased this car at J.C. Lewis Ford in Savannah, Georgia. It had 0.4 of a mile. They're such hot selling cars that they had just backed it off the transport. The engine was still warm, hadn't even prepped yet. So it took them, you know, a little while to get it prepped and to drive it out of there and drive it home. But it's got 130,000 miles on it now, so it's done a lot of road trips. This thing's been all over the country. It's great for traveling. Alright, that is completely waxed, and we still got 2 lights up there. So I'm pretty confident that that'll take the wax off too. We will find out. But let me go around and just hit the wheels by hand. Some of these little inner parts of the grill, I got the face of the grill. And then we'll start taking wax off. Well, that didn't take very long to put the wax on, and usually putting wax on takes longer than taking it off. It's 100% done, and now we're gonna, I put this bonnet on to take the wax off. Let's see how it does here. It's still running the same battery. I have not put a different battery on it, but wow, does the car shine. It needed that. Yeah, the Escape needed a good polishing. It was overdue. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but just, you know, with health issues and whatnot, just haven't been able to tackle stuff like this. And this sure is nice not having a cord to deal with. I absolutely love it. So you kind of go up and down, back and forth like this, on and off. That's what I do anyway. That way you don't miss anything. Alright, let me take the wax off, and I'll do a little video here and there of doing that. Yeah, I don't think the shine's going to show up in the video, but this thing gleams. It hasn't shined like this in years. It's been a couple good years since I've waxed it. Yeah, this thing's... I'll never use a corded one again. You know, battery technology has come so far, and you know, these things just... There's the battery, just kind of pushes in there. But yeah, the battery technology is really something now. But yeah, this car was built in the Kansas City assembly plant, so just thought I would kind of show that while I was you know, if it has anything on this side, or no, just the mocha, just that. But anyway, let me finish. I got the front de-waxed, the wheels, which I had to use that yellow rag on the wheels, and in the nooks and crannies where I used the pad to wax, where the waxer won't get like in these parts of the grill here and whatnot. But yeah, you wax the glass. What a difference that makes. Alright, I gotta continue on back here, and like I say, I probably got a third of the car, the wax off, and we still got plenty of battery, as you can see. All three is when it's a full charge, so we're still doing pretty good. But that is so nice not having to have a cord to horse with, and you know, I just can't get over how much nicer this is to do without a power cord everywhere. Yeah, this is the way to go. Not dealing with a cord over my shoulders and dragging on things and whatnot. Alright, let me go around and I'll do the rest of the car, and then we'll see how much battery we have left on the machine here. So let me put the camera down and we'll go to town. Nothing better than just being able to sit and go over with a machine like this and not have a cord tangling in me. And this actually makes it a little bit of a joy to wax a car. That's one thing I have to say I hate doing, is waxing a car. That's why this one hasn't been done in a while. But look at that. That is all wax off, just that quick, and still running 2 of the battery bars, and set that there. I gotta take the wax off this wheel on the roof, and we're done. This thing's just ripped right along. I'm really just, I always take a rag and just kind of do a quick like that. That's good enough. And then now I gotta get the wheel, because the machine's not gonna do the wheel. So anyway, let me get this and then finish up the roof and see how much battery we have. That is finished, and this thing still has, well, it's 2 lights now. It was just one red as I was finishing up the roof, but it is 2 now. So in a few minutes it's after the battery picked up a little bit. But that easily waxed and de-waxed a whole SUV. Though I did, you know, like I say, I give everything a final wipe with one of these, even after de-waxing with one of these. These are like buffing, you know, it comes with all these different buffing and polishing and wax pads, but seeing they hadn't been done in a while, I used the paper pad and then the cloth bonnet. You can use these to wax and these wax off. These are really good for a final, like where I use this, you could use this and get a really nice final shine. But like I say, this has been a couple of years, so the paint needed it desperately. There's a couple couple, like, I noticed stone chips, so I'm going to get the touch-up paint out and go around and take a little wax and grease remover, and I'll hit the little chips and put a dab of paint on them so they don't rust over the winter. This is something I wanted to do before, you know, winter really set in. And we've had salted roads, and like I said, this thing was pretty dirty, and I gave it a good bath, and now it's got a coat of wax on it that'll help protect it. If you notice anything I miss on this car, if you notice anything that's not got wax removed, leave a comment, but I think I got it all. Did the window, the glass, everything, you know, got all in these, in here, and in the chrome here, and up the chrome up in here, and you know, just, if you're gonna do it right, or don't do it. You know, I do it all. I did in the jams. I do the jams by hand, though the machines just aren't good in door jams. But there we go, the wheels are waxed, everything. So I'm going to touch up a few paint chips, and I'm going to check the air in the tires and put it back outside and put the pickup back in. This may be hard to do, but I'm just going to, on video that is. It's an odd chip there. All right, I'm going to go around and touch up all the little nicks in the vehicle. This is that's what I'm using right there to touch it up. There we go. Truck back in the garage. Escape sitting out here, protected from the nasty weather. Christmas lights are on. Yeah, it looks super nice. Really happy with how it shined up. Everything looks good on it. Cleaned, well, it's locked it up, but the interior, cleaned the interior up a bit, vacuumed it out. Yeah, super happy with that electric battery waxer. You know, it's just hard to believe how good batteries have become on these battery tools and whatnot. Yeah, I say it's a pretty decent unit, that battery buffer. Anyway, there we go. We got a polished up 2011 Escape. It's been sitting here for a few minutes, well, probably half hour, 45 minutes since I finished up the car. I just, like I say, switched the, I don't drive the truck a lot, and it's a real pain in the rear to park. You know, it's such a big vehicle in this urban area, to try and park it anywhere is a nightmare. So I don't drive it really unless I'm hauling something, or, you know, really need to use it, or if I go up to my brother's or up north to the cottage, because I'm usually hauling stuff between here and my brother's, or up to the cottage and back. So that's why I use the truck, but otherwise it just kind of collects dust. But I was gonna use this on it, but it doesn't really need it right now. It's as smooth as silk. But yeah, it's still showing two indicators. And I wonder how much more I could do with it. Well, it's getting late now. I'm not going to do any more with it today, but I'll see what more I can do with it in the future on one charge. Maybe if I do wax some panels on the truck, you know, it'll see how much I can do on the truck. I bet you would do the whole truck without any problem. The Escape has a lot more roof. This has a lot more side, but yeah, it's probably a little bit more to wax than the Escape. This is what's the hard part, you know, because you got to wax all in all the nooks and crannies, and that little waxer will probably work good in a lot of these little tight little areas on this thing, but you can't get any real machines up in here. I don't know if that battery waxer would fit there or not. Let's just give it a try and just kind of hold it up there and see. It'd get in there quite a ways. Yeah, that'll do all but that little bit of, you know, maybe do all but like that much back in there. Did I show? I wasn't looking at the viewfinder, sorry. But yeah, that's kind of this car is a chore to wax. The last time I waxed it was when I took it to that photo shoot for that mid-century modern house. And that book is in print, and there's a present under the Christmas tree that's a book, and I suspect it's the book on those mid-century modern houses that this car is in. So Christmas Day I might make a video and show that photo in the book with this car. But anyway, I'm gonna call it a day. I'm just super tickled with this battery powered waxer. I'll put a link in the description for it. It's worth it. It's decent tool. I just wasn't really sure at first with that little tiny battery pack if it would do a whole car, but yeah, no problem. Still has probably enough battery to maybe put wax on it a second time. Who knows? Maybe even wax it twice. But I only did it the once. You know, I just wanted to get a protection on it before the snow sets in Thursday afternoons when it's supposed to turn crummy. This is Tuesday evening. So anyway, there we go. If you like the video, definitely hit the like button. If you like my channel, that 348 engine icon that pops up there will subscribe you to my channel. And again, thank you for watching my videos.